Welcome back to our series on numeration and numbers. And under numeration and number, we started a series on profit and loss. So we're taking profit and loss, part 3. In part 2, we ended that lecture by asking us to look at to attempt certain questions. I gave about 5 questions. I said we should attempt the questions. So in today's lecture, we'll be looking at those 5 questions. Question 1 now. A generator cost 120,000 and is sold at 10% loss. Calculate the selling price of the generator. Of course, part of the formulas I gave you and asked you to commit to memory, we're going to use that now. Selling price is cost price into 100% minus percentage loss. A generator costs 120,000, so the cost price is 120. 100% minus the percentage loss is 10. If you subtract, you're going to get 90%. So 90% of 120 is 108,000. We go to question number 2. An article cost 8,000. At what price should it be sold to gain 25%? We quote the formula again. Selling price is cost price into 100% plus percentage gain. Don't forget, we said gain and profit are the same. And so don't forget, cost 8,000. So our cost price is 8,000. 100% plus percentage gain, that's 25%. And then we're taking 125% of 8,000. That will give us 10,000 naira. Don't forget, 125% is 125 over 100. And if you resolve that, you will get 1.25. So then 1.25 times 8,000 will give us 10,000. A trader sells, that's question number 3 now. A trader sells an article at 20% profit. If he had sold it for 600 naira more, he would have made 25% profit. Find the cost price. We're not given the cost price, so let the cost price be X. So if you look at the question, it says a trader sells an article at 20% profit. So we're going to take that now. We'll quote our formula again. Selling price is cost price into 100% plus percentage profit. And so as cost price is X, a percentage profit is 20%. And then if you resolve this is 120%. 120% is like saying 120 over 100. I'll give 1.2. 1.2 times X, that gives us 1.2X. Since we're going to repeat the process, we'll call this step SP1. So SP2, we're told if he had sold it 600 naira more, he would have made a profit of 25%. He would have made 25% profit. So this time around, we'll take the same procedure, but our profit this time around is 25%. So if we add 25 to 100, that will give us 125%. So 125 over 100, that's 1.25x. So that second step is SP2. So it says more. That means SP2 is greater than SP1. So SP2 minus SP1 will give us the more, which is the 600 naira. So if you resolve that, you will get 0.05x equals to 600. So eventually our x is 12,000. So it means that our cost price is 12,000. Question number 4. A trader sold an article at 15% profit. If he had sold it for 450 naira less, he would have incurred a 10% loss. Find the cost price. This is exactly like what we just did now in number 3. So we just follow that same procedure. SP, selling price, is cost price into percentage profit, 100% plus percentage profit. We're told he made a profit of 15%. So if we do that, following the procedure we took the last time, 15 plus 100, that's 115 over 100, that would be 1.15x. Then we're told again that if he had sold it 450 less, he would have incurred a loss of 10%, a 10% loss. So our SP this time around is CP, 100% minus percentage loss. Don't forget, the loss is 10%. So by the time you resolve this, you're going to get 90% of x, which is 0.9x. So the SP2 is 0.9x. By the time we subtract, because it's less, so we'll be subtracting 2 from 1. The other one was more, so we subtracted 1 from 2. So SP1 minus SP2 will give us 450, and then eventually 0.25x is 450, x eventually is 1,800. Question number 4 was that. So we're looking at question 5 now. A trader sells an article for 18,000 at 20% profit. At what price must he sell to make a 10% loss? At what price must he sell to make a 10% loss? So let's see it. CP, SP rather, is CP into 100% plus percentage profit. So 18,000 is equal to CP 100% plus 20%. Don't forget 18,000 and 20% profit. So our selling price is 18,000. How do we know that? A trader sells an article for 18,000. Sells an article for 18,000. So the selling price is 18,000. We're supposed to look for the cost price. So if we follow the same procedure, as 100 plus 1 plus 20, that gives us 120, which is 1.2 CP. CP eventually dividing both sides by 1.2, so your CP is 15,000. Now we know the selling price. So the second part of the question says, at what price must he sell to make a 10% loss? So we quote the formula again. SP is CP 100% minus percentage loss. So our SP that we are told to look for, which is the selling price, is 15,000. The CP that we looked for, 15,000. 100 minus 10, that's 90%. 90% of 15,000, 90% is like saying 90 over 100, that's 0.9 times 15,000. So our new selling price will be 13,500. The last question now, number 6. An article is marked at 10,000. 2 successive discount of 10% and 20% are allowed. Find the selling price. Of course, our discount is marked price times percentage discount. Our marked price is 10,000. We are given 2 successive discounts, 10% and 20%. By the time you resolve that, 10% is 10 over 100, 0.1. 20% is 20 over 100, 0.2. And eventually, if you resolve this, you're going to get 200. So our selling price is marked price minus discount. So 10,000 minus the 200, that will give us 9,800. This brings us to the end of the series on profit and loss under numbers and numeration.